Today, I'm driving a race kart for the very first time, and I'm doing it at Asia's largest kart track. Race karts are abundantly faster than rental karts, and today I'm going to show you just how much harder to drive they really are.
And throughout today's video, I will be coached by my expert subscribers who will be giving me both advice on and off the track. To tame this 80-mile-per-hour beast of a go-kart, I'm going to need all the help I can get. Oh boy. But it's not just the kart I have to worry about today. The track itself spans 1,500 meters, has FIA-grade curbs, big brake zones, crazy high speed, and even a super technical figure-8 bridge section. Safe to say, I'm in for a real challenge today.
Oh my god, the G-forces are crazy.
Now, while I technically have been in race karts before, it was more than a decade ago, and I only did it a handful of times. I just wasn't one of those kids who grew up in race karts. My journey to motorsports actually began when I was 14, and I stumbled into rental karting pretty much by accident. And to make a very long story short, I became the first ever US Formula 4 champion less than 2 years after my rental karting debut. So why didn't I do race karts? Of course, there was the cost element, but really, it's that I was too scared. Top-level race karts are some of the most violent vehicles you can drive on this planet. Believe it or not, Formula 4 and some Formula 3 cars I've driven are a cakewalk in comparison when it comes to physicality and danger. And the kart I'm driving today is no exception, but we'll get into more details about it later in the video because you've just got to see this track for yourself.
How are you feeling?
Honestly, we're quite nervous. I mean, it's been so long since I've actually driven anything this fast, and this one doesn't have a seatbelt.
Good luck.
Oh god, it sounds like a freaking weapon already. The Rotax Evo engine. These things are very power dense, shall we say. Oh. Alright, let's try and learn the track first before I do anything stupid.
Now, the keen-eyed among you have probably already realized that this kart has paddle shifters. That's right, this is a 2-speed shifter kart.
Okay, looks like a very technical track in this section so far, but I'm told there's a lot of high speed as well.
The engine is effectively the same you'd find in a single-speed senior Rotax, but with the extra gear, now we have a lot more flexibility in slow speed. And of course, we've got a higher top speed as well.
Wow, very tight switchbacks.
So not only am I learning to drive a brutally fast shifter kart, but I'm doing it on one of the most technically advanced tracks in Asia.
No idea where I'm going, obviously. Okay. Oh, that's going to be a tricky corner down the hill.
Even though this kart only has 2 gears and is operated by pretty simple to use paddle shifters, for some reason the gears just aren't going in and out very easily. And that is really affecting my confidence under braking especially.
Okay, I haven't figured out the shifting thing yet. Oh my god, the G-forces are crazy.
And one of the reasons this session felt so violent is because of the track itself. LYL Circuit was designed by a karting world champion who took different elements from other tracks all over the world. I'm told one of the main goals of LYL when it was being constructed was to provide Malaysian drivers with an extremely technical and physical place to train. And the hopes are that when they graduate to highly competitive tracks in Europe, they will be as prepared as possible. Before this track opened in September of 2024, there wasn't anything near the same level for Malaysian drivers to practice at. Perhaps this very track will lead to a Malaysian driver in F1, but only time will tell.
Oh my god, there's so much grip. Oh, my body. Oh, it's quite stiff on the steering too. The front steering is just so direct. You have basically unlimited grip. Okay, much faster through there. Starting to build a bit more confidence. Oh. I have to lift because the gearbox doesn't want to go into gear. Alright, I think I'm going to call that as a decent first run, but I need to save some energy for later so I can try and improve on this lap time. Whew. Holy violent. Violent is the only word to describe. Obviously, I've driven loads of different race cars, right? Like I've driven high downforce open wheel stuff, and I don't think I would use the same word violent.
at all to describe those. Maybe the sound sometimes, but like not in terms of how you're actually driving it. It's much more of like you're threading the needle in a Formula car, whereas this, it's just like, like all the power. It's so light and it's so responsive. I think it will become a little less violent the more I know how to drive it, but right now I'm just so freaking nervous and I'm so like unsure of what it's about to do next that I feel like I'm riding a wild bull or something. It's crazy. But I think we're gonna swap over to another kart now, same DD2, but one that probably has a bit more of a reliable gearbox. So that might help a little bit with the consistency. But so far, first session, I'm already cooked. All right, so definitely a lot to learn from the first session, but I honestly don't even know where to begin. So I think I might have to ask some of the quick local kids for some tips. So let's see what they have to say.
Not only did they dominate in my recent subscriber race video, but believe it or not, these subscribers are some of the fastest race karters in Southeast Asia. So honestly, I can't think of better drivers to show me the ropes. The main things they noticed from watching me on the sidelines is that I could take a couple of different lines in the high speed. This track is so freaking wide that there are seemingly an infinite number of lines you could take. But the best line you can take is the one that avoids the most bumps without compromising too much on distance, and that is especially important in a high-powered kart like the DD2. And the other thing they notice is just how much more I have on braking. The DD2 I'm driving has 4-wheel disc brakes, and they have incredible stopping power. So really, my main goal for this session is to increase my bravery both on the brakes and in the high speed.
Got it. Okay, cool. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Conrad.
Conrad. Thanks, Conrad.
No worries.
Appreciate it. Okay, we know what we need to do. Different car technically, so I'm sure it's a little different in the DD2, but I'm gonna try and implement some of those lines.
Some genuinely really helpful advice from the race kart kids. It was time to try and put it into practice. It turns out that the last kart I had did in fact have some gearbox issues, so I've been upgraded to this brand spanking new Rotax DD2 kart, but this time on a CRG chassis. My body might already be cooked, but let's see how much faster I can go.
All right, here we go. Now we're in a new kart, which has a much better gearbox. I could even flat shift now. Oh, so much faster! The gearbox is a night and day different. We're also on different tires now. Oh boy. Oh, these tires feel grippier too. These are Moto tires. Oh my god! Oh, I think this one has a lot more power with different gearing. Oh my god, this is night and day. Holy oh my god. Set up. This is crazy. And I am not fast enough to keep everybody behind me, so I'm gonna get some gap, do a cool down. Now interestingly, that was only a 1:11, so it's half a second slower than with the first car, but it feels so much faster. I don't know why. Maybe it's the tire thing and there's a bit of a placebo effect.
It's also possible that the air temperature has just massively increased since this morning and the kart just doesn't have as much grip. But enough of the excuses, it's time for me to start working on the high speed, and this triple right at the start of the lap is ridiculously scary at over 80 miles per hour in this kart.
Wow, so bumpy through there.
My confidence is definitely increasing lap by lap, and at this rate, I think I might be in for a half-decent lap time.
Alright, they told me to come in for some reason, so I'm gonna take it easy. In case there's something wrong with the cart. What's that?
Camera, only camera.
Ah. Oh, that was close. Okay, so it's just the camera almost fell off. Wow, that was so close. I was kind of looking forward to a break there because already I'm getting cooked in this car. It's hot and it's physical.
But even though my confidence is increasing lap by lap, there is a new challenge that has started to rear its ugly head. These ridiculously high air temperatures and G-forces is starting to take a toll on my body, and I'm really starting to feel the pain.
Missed the apex, too late on the brakes. I have no bravery in the high speed. Okay, 109.4. Oh, okay. I think I could have a rest now. I'm in the 109s, 109.45. I don't think that's actually too bad of a lap. I'm not that far off the reference here, so I'll take it for now.
I'm 2 sessions in and I'm already done. Oh, it's so physical. Like, especially now that I'm like bringing up the minimum speeds in the corners and stuff. The second kart was a massive difference, right? Like now the gear shifts are like butter smooth. I can even upshift to like mid corner, which you do need to do in one of the corners here. So that makes it like way more confidence inspiring for sure. But then also it's just something about it feels like a demon on the straights. Even compared to the last one, maybe the gearing's slightly different. I'm in the power band way more, but maybe that's also a function of me being better with keeping up the minimum speeds in the slow speed corner. So I'm not really sure, but it feels like a weapon. And I'm now in the mid 109s, which I think is still super freaking slow for this kart. But Rodney, who's the boss here, he says it's not bad, whatever that means. Says it's okay. So I'll take that. That's all I was going for. It was okay today. I'm not going for anything special. So I think I'm going to take a little breather and then try and deep dive into how I can be a little bit faster.
So this is Ian, my Singaporean subscriber who has also featured in the KF1 race kart video. While Ian is technically driving a different kart than I am right now, he shared loads of tips and tricks off camera that should help me reach my target for this session. And on top of that, Ian is going to be giving me some live commentary while analyzing my driving on track. So no pressure, I guess.
Time for my last session, I think, in this kart before I hurt myself. This time I'm going to follow my friend Ian, who you would have seen hopefully in some of the other rental karting content we've done in Singapore.
Gonna be a chase kart for Cameron for a few laps while I get the tires warm.
So now he's a very experienced race karter, so he's going to follow me a little bit and try and pick out any inefficiencies I have for my last session. So I'll have something to sleep on and think about.
You'll be much faster than me on the straight, but let's see whether I can make it out in the corners by being brave. See, look at the difference in acceleration. Just much easier. I cannot keep up. My tires are not warm enough. So the single gear is all about momentum.
But for me, in the 2-speed DD2, I have a lot more flexibility with a very short first gear, so I actually have more power than I really need to get out of a lot of these corners, and I have to be very gentle on the throttle. Then it's the second gear that's only really utilized for super high-speed corners and on the straights. And you can see, as a result, this kart is about 1 to 2 seconds a lap faster than Ian's single-speed kart. So really, at a minimum, I need to be matching Ian's lap times.
Oh, so much faster than you.
Now, if you've been a regular viewer of the channel, you know my area of expertise is not in these kind of race karts, it's in rental karting more than anything. 10 years ago, I got into a rental kart for the first time and fell in love with racing, and literally within 2 years, I became a Formula 4 national champion. I went on to win Formula 3 in Europe and races all around the world, and I want to teach you guys all those techniques I learned in rental karting and in the professional racing environment to help you with your rental karting journeys. I created an online academy called the Karting Handbook, which teaches you everything you need to know to improve your lap times in rental karting. We've already helped hundreds of drivers shave seconds off their lap times, and you guys can too by using the discount code on screen. It's a total waste of time and money if you're doing practice sessions without a structured plan. We've got a full money-back guarantee policy, so be sure to check out the Karting Handbook using the link down in the description.
Tires are still cold, so still a bit sketchy. This guy's pretty quick. I think he's got more tire than me, but I'm going to try my best to keep up.
Alright, let those people around. Look at Ian there in front of me.
It's such a bravery corner! Love it! Oh, this guy's too quick.
Set up. Yeah. I'm gonna take a rest lap. My body is cooked. I've done my best lap now, but I know I'm quite far off. Let's take a little breather because I can definitely feel my neck. Now I'm gonna go for one more final push. Try and string this lap together. God, what an amazing track layout. High speed, low speed technical, elevation changes. This place is a freaking dream. And the surface is so grippy. There's nowhere else like this in Asia from what I understand. Alright, let's start the lap.
This is the moment of truth. I've saved up just enough energy to maybe get one, maybe two more hot laps in, but honestly, I don't know if I can hold on for long.
Oh, not great through there. Mr. Apex. Come on.
Meanwhile, Ian is down into the low 108s, so I know there's a lot of lap time on the table. In theory, I should be faster in the DD2 kart, but Ian is very well experienced in these race karts, certainly a lot more experienced than I am.
I think I'm going to call it quits there. I didn't improve the time, but I'm out of energy. It's obviously the biggest difference to the rental karts. Is the physicality is unbelievable. Is it more physical than an F3 car? Hard to say. I'm just really out of shape.
I'm done. I'm cooked.
Alright, let's call it there. Am I the fastest person on track today? Hell no. But did I have a blast? Hell freaking yes.
And that has been my first proper day in a race kart, or at least my first day in a race kart in probably like 10 years. So, man, the physicality is insane. Like, I'm probably not feeling the brunt of it right now, but I definitely will tomorrow morning. I hope this is giving you an insight into kind of the differences between rental and race kart and how much just more demanding it is. But yeah, I had an absolute blast. Huge thank you to LYL for hosting me and to 7 Racing for keeping the kart in good shape for me as well. It's been an absolute blast. And by the way, guys, if you've enjoyed seeing this track, I've got another video racing with a bunch of my subscribers here in the rentals. If you enjoyed this video, you're gonna enjoy that one, potentially even more. Why don't you go check that one out? It's live right now. That all being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.